My happiest memories are the most recent ones, where we worked very hard to deliver an £8 million refurbished and revitalisation of the park. The day when we opened, after it being closed for something like 8 months for the works, and just seeing those gates open and people walking in. It was a bright summer's day and people were just walking in with big smiles on their faces. It was a fantastic culmination of some very hard work that we'd had to have done.
It's a massive improvement. I think before it was quite a nice place to come, but it felt like not that many people came here and there wasn't really anything to do, and the refurbishment has been amazing. It's really transformed the park and how often you want to come and what there is to do. It has a very different feel to it. It feels well looked after and clean, and just feels like more of a centre of the community where you might suggest meeting people.
People, they come out more because my understanding before, the park wasn't very friendly. It's more like a crime scene, to be honest. So now people are using the park a lot more.
Opening the park up the way we have has enabled more and more people to feel safe and use the park from the Aylesbury estate. People coming in from the Aylesbury estate now feel that it's safer to use than it used to be.
It was a bit gritty in some way, and gradually, they changed it up and start make a path along there, and then they start planting trees, and all the blind spots been taken away.
It's bring people being able to come to somewhere as opposed to not having nowhere to go before, because this park wasn't really in the best of conditions.
As for the modern Burgess Park now, I like it. I like the fact that it's being used in lots of different ways, not just as a place for you to walk through or cycle through. It's actually got a use.
Since the change, there are more facilities in the park and it is better used. The BMX park looks utterly amazing.
I'm here for the opening ceremony. I take my hat off to CK, who I used to take as a youngster BMX race in the 80s. It's a remarkable achievement that he's set up this BMX track and designed this BMX track and got it to where it is today. When they started in 2004, they started with CK getting funding from Southwark Council on the back of his coaching at Brockwell Park for the Brixton BMX Club. Southwark Council liked what he was doing, got funding, revived the old Peckham BMX track in Burden and Bush Park. And in 4 years, they became the #1 club in the country in 2008, 2009. And they've been growing ever since to what it is today.
We've worked so hard to get this track all these years.
From a visual, I feel like I'm at the Olympics because the grass is well groomed, the jumps are really big, and everyone's enthusiastic about it.
Like the berms, the start hill, the jumps, they're all good.
World class. I've been to 10 World Championships, and this ranks up there as a class track.
So this is how you go down the hill, up, down, up, then you do a curve. It's really fun. And you know you're allowed to do tricks and backflips. Oh no, I'm not doing that. You don't have to.
Because a park in London is not just about green grass. It should be more than that. BMX is the best sport ever invented for children. It's the only sport where you can have a world champion at 7 years old.
We've achieved worlds, British champs, Europeans, national and regionals.
Well, in the BMX community, it's a great buzz because everyone's seen it on social media, and there's been like a great jump and spike in the amount of people that are visiting the track from all the areas. As far as the area, I heard one local say on the first day that it was open that when I was a kid there was nothing like this here, we could have done with this. So I think it's going to create quite an excitement because it's quite visible. Buses pass by and kids think, wow, look at that, I want to be doing that one day, and that's what's going to happen.
I come to this park quite a lot, and now this track's here, I can just come here as well.
They've got so many different things. I mean, you've got the basketball court, you've got the tennis courts up the end. I'm glad they're still there because everybody loves a game of tennis.
My name is Tammy and the next Lionel Messi. I'm the best footballer you'll ever see. Watch out for me.
They've got the AstroTurf because my grandson loves football and all that.
I like the football pitch. I even play for the club. We won our first match in Bacon's College. That's what I like about the team. That's our home pitch.
I'm very glad it's happened, and I do enjoy seeing people making use of it, young people on the sports pitches and so on. That I think is wonderful.
My favourite thing is the pond where you can see all the dogs and you can fish and you can have a very relaxing time.
Favourite thing? The lake, really. Take the lake away, I wouldn't come over here.
The pond, I'd say. Yeah, the pond is a nice feature. I like what they've done with it as opposed to what it was like before.
Used to be a lot of people thieving all your stuff and all that, but now no one comes around at night or nothing. You can night fish here without any trouble.
I love the way they've done the lakes as well. It's beautiful.
I think the fact that it exists at all, that it has come into being, and as with the passage of time, new and better facilities are emerging on it.
They've got the barbecue area, which no other park in Southwark has barbecuing in. That is lovely because that brings families and friends and everybody together.
The barbecues, we're the first park in London to have a barbecue area. So it's interesting to see how everybody is really connected with the barbecue. We've had people last week coming from Camden and also Wandsworth because they saw it on the internet. So they came just to experience it. And they were saying, yes, this should be in a lot of parks, you know, the barbecue area. And it has been family friendly. You get the families out on days, different culture, cooking different foods and things like that.
Hi, my name's Zerkut. I'm a chef. Came down to make a nice picnic with my nephew and with my brother. We can make barbecue because I'm from Turkey. We do this in the parks all the time. Mediterranean people, it's very ideal and very nice. We should do it more, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, they've changed it to be the better. Yeah, it's a better park. It was nothing like this before. You can barbecue here now where you couldn't before. Every week you see it, barbecues every weekend now and everything. Everybody's enjoying themselves, no trouble whatsoever.
My name is Errol Bennett and I'm here trying to work out to build up my reflex and my muscles and my fitness level. So what I'm doing now, I'm just doing a chest exercise to build up my muscles, and this also helps my stomach also. People like me just passing, and you can stop and then work out and get your fitness level to where you really want it or something like that, you understand? Because it's not everybody is a member of a gym, and this is like an open gym where in which you can just stop by whenever you want and do what you want to do.
I think where the adventure playground is now is much better.
Somewhere really nice to come to and to play, and it's really good for my grandson because he's nearly 6, so he can sort of run about and sort of be adventurous. But also my granddaughter is very adventurous and she loves to follow him. So, you know, it's very nice. It's really nice somewhere to come.
The fact that it's now kind of more accessible to children, there's more going on, there's more interest. My son specifically asked to come here for the last couple of days now, even though we live, you know, near other parks. So we've come out of our way to let him have a run round and use his scooter a bit more.
I think it's a brilliant play area, I really do. Lots of space, lots of fresh air for the children.
There were so many things to play with. There were slides, there were swings, and we were having so much fun.
Somewhere really nice that they could play and enjoy themselves and have fun and be safe.
I think that's probably what I like about it, the variety. The lake and the fountains are really pretty. It's a lovely place to walk. Brilliant playground for the kids. And I love this little cafe, and it's just really nicely put together. I mean, I remember it years and years ago, about 20 years ago, before it was all transformed. And I think it's amazing what they've done with it. Really impressed. It's just huge, and they've connected it all up, and it's such a lovely place to take the children. Really think they've done it really well.
I've started a walking thing because I'm on Slimmers World now, and I walk through it every day. I'll start from one end, walk right the way up, come back down again, and I love it. I'm down here at least 4 or 5 times a week, so I really enjoy it here.
It's just a lovely open space to walk through.
I mean, my utter moment of astonishment was the first time I came here to Chumley Gardens, when I realised this hidden gem of the International Gardens. And today coming through, I haven't been here probably for a couple of years, and it's just so beautifully done and such a jewel in the middle of not very exciting bits of land.
It's a hugely exciting day for the park. Given that Burgess used to be kind of the poor cousin in most of the parks in the borough, now to be awarded Green Flag just a year after the renovation, in a sense, is an enormous achievement. It shows we're up there with the best of the best, and we've got the Barley Awards as well coming up that we've been nominated for. So, yeah, I think our profile across the borough and also across London now as a destination is really becoming much more high profile, and people are beginning to see what we're doing here, especially on the horticultural front, which is really exciting to see, just because it's public space.
To see the park that it's become today, over many years it's taken, but for how it's become now such a place that everybody loves and uses for their leisure, it's just such a fantastic privilege for me to be involved in that.
I think it's brilliant because it's at the end of the day we have got high flats, and it's nice where people can come down with children, they sit in the park, and like children can just play with their friends out in the open air. It's just like being in the countryside now.
I would like it to stay as it is because it is actually very pretty and beautiful as it is now, and I really like it. I don't really want it to change one bit.
It's not so dull and dead as like it was before. It's like they've brought life back to the park, like sort of thing. I suppose to a level they've updated it. They've updated it and brought better things to the community.
Well, I'm visiting it for the first time for a few years, but I think the way everything has matured, trees have grown to their full extent and so on, the impact of the consolidated green area has been tremendous.
Recent memories, very good memories of the great achievement that all involved with Burgess Park have made in transforming it into a quality open space for the people of our borough.